I want to give a shout out to Cornelius Nichols, the first subscriber to the Addicted Madden channel. And to the rest, welcome back. Got another gameplay for you. We got the Dolphins at the Chiefs. I'm the Dolphins, of course, as usual. And he's using the Chiefs. And this is a good matchup here. I don't really see the Chiefs used that often. Even though they're undefeated in real life, not too many people use them. Starting to see them a little bit more, though. At first, nobody used them, but now starting to see a few people use them. And they're very underrated. I think they're only in the mid, even though they're undefeated, they're only in the mid-80s. They have a very good defense. And they got pretty good offense, too. They got playmakers on offense. And they've got a pretty decent quarterback. I received the kick in the beginning. He won the toss and he left the kick. So first drive, I get in there for a touchdown. And the Chiefs here, you know, they've got a good offense and they got a good defense. Very balanced team. And this guy was a very good player and a very balanced player. Definitely respect him a lot. And of course, I'm using the Dolphins, and they got a okay offense. I mean, Madden-wise, as long as you know what you're doing, you can make your offense move. But they got a good defense. They've got a very underrated defense. So that's why I like to use the Dolphins. And we're getting near the end of the first quarter here. He's just driving down. Like I said, he's a very balanced player. Ran a lot. Seems like he ran more than he passed, you know. But he's a very, very tough opponent. And he doesn't make any mistakes. I call this game mistake-free. And the reason why is, it's important that you work on your offense to the point where you just simply don't make mistakes. Because when you go up against a good opponent, an opponent that won't make mistakes, all it takes is one mistake from you, and he's going to beat you. So as he takes it in for the touchdown, and beginning of the second quarter, it's 7-7. And that right there, I almost threw a pick there. He was baiting me, actually, because he called that play before where he has the corner. One of the corners was on the line of scrimmage, the other one was backed up in the secondary, and that's usually like a cover 6 type of zone. So I usually will, on the side that has the corner at the line of scrimmage, I'll usually streak 2 guys on that side, and then one of them's going to be open. So I make my way back down, and it's 14-7, and we're about almost halfway through the second quarter here. And in the second quarter, the reason why I wanted to score early in that quarter is because in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter, I want to be the last one with the ball. So usually, if I start with the ball in the second or fourth quarter, assuming that the game is either tied or something like that, then I'll usually do a hurry-up offense so that I can hurry up and score, and then I want to give you the ball back so that you can do whatever you're going to do, and then I can end the half or the game with the ball. And so he did what he did. He scored a touchdown. So my plan here is to milk these final 2.5 minutes so that I could start, so that I could score, go into halftime with the score, especially since he's getting the ball first. But so that's my plan. And he's playing some man-to-man on me. And right here, even though I scored a touchdown, I scored it too early. I scored it with 2 minutes to go. And what I really should have done was just let him tackle me so I can milk the rest of the clock out. But what ends up happening is I score, so then he scores quickly. And then now, again, I want to try to milk the clock, but then I throw that duck. And I forgot that Ryan Tannehill actually, does not have a deep arm. He doesn't have a really strong arm, so he doesn't really have good deep ball, I guess, strength or accuracy. And I saw that running back wide open down the middle. I'm sorry, down the sideline. But you know, when I threw it, it ended up being a jump ball. And obviously, a safety is going to be more experienced than that than a running back would. So he ends up picking that off. And so then that's a mistake that I made. So now I've already made a couple of mistakes. He's most likely going to score here and get the ball at the half. And that's the last thing I wanted to have happen. So he's up 28-21. We're about to go into halftime, and I'm trying to get down there so I can at least get something. I'd like to get a touchdown. At least I'd like to tie the game. That way it's at least within a possession when he gets the ball, and then that'll at least keep the game manageable for me to come back. But I end up making yet a third mistake there, and I throw that pick. So then he's basically going to end the half with the lead, a touchdown lead, and he's getting the ball, and I really haven't even stopped him at all. So I go to my max coverage here just because, you know, it's the end of the half and I want him to take as much time off the clock as possible. But you know, so that's exactly what I accomplish here. That is a time when I will go to max coverage. So now we're in the second half. He's got the lead, and now my hope here is to try to actually stop him, but I haven't been able to do that all game. He's had an answer for everything I've done. When I've played man on him, he's beaten that. When I've tried to blitz him, he's beaten that. When you know, everything I do zone, he knows how to beat that too. And so he's just he's a top player. I mean, I don't know exactly what his rank is, but I know that he's good. I mean, I can tell that he's good. He knows what he's doing. And he's good at milking the clock. He's good at clock management as well. So he's got the entire game down. So this is the kind of guy that you just can't afford to make mistakes against. You know, you got to basically work on your offense, master your clock management. Again, in the first half, when I went up 21-14, I shouldn't have scored that that third touchdown so quickly. I should have, you know, slowed down, let the defense catch me, and then milk that clock and then score. And that way I could have gone into halftime with the lead, and then the game would have most likely been in my favor. I could have managed the clock in a way where I end up with the ball, but that's basically out the window now. So now I have to try to actually stop him. I actually have to try to create a stop. Now I played good enough defense there where I do stop him and he kicks a field goal, but I think he did that just because he was already up and he just wanted to go up by 2 scores. If that had been a tie game, or if he had been losing, he probably would have gone for that and then probably would have gotten a touchdown. You know, I mean, that's how good he is. I have no doubts that he would have done that. There's yet another mistake by me. I mean, normally I make good reads. You know, normally I make really good reads and I don't make any mistakes, you know, but at least a mistake that I can help. I mean, fumbles I don't count as mistakes because you can't do anything about that. He goes for 2 here, and I'm not really sure why he did that. I think he was just, I don't know if he was just trying to rub it in or what, but he ended up going for 2, and you know, I wasn't expecting it. And so what I learned from that is, from now on, no matter what, if they're going for a field goal or an extra point, I'm always going to come out in a defense, like an actual defense, you know, probably a zone defense with something, because I'm not going to sit there and have that happen again, you know. So, because then besides, you can't, I mean, the field goal blocks, I mean, I don't know how you block them in this year's Madden. I'm sure someone has figured out a way. In most Maddens, there's usually a way, like a little trick that you can do to block field goals, but I couldn't, in this one I don't know what it is yet. So as long as it's not something that's really cheesy, you know, I'm not going to do that. So he scores another touchdown. He's up by 18 points, and with only three and a half to go, most people would quit here, but I don't ever quit, just because, you know, crazy things can happen in Madden. You can recover onside kicks, fumbles can actually start happening for you. So I never quit, you know. Or if somebody's just really beating me, I want to keep playing, so I can try to figure out what it is that they're doing against me, so that I can, you know, combat it and, you know, learn a little something. Like I said, I mean, no matter how good you are, there's always somebody out there that'll make, you know, there's always somebody you'll play that will humble you, and then you'll realize that, you know, you could use some improvement. So it's, you know, we're getting down to under 3 minutes, and I'm still down by 18, and I'm still just moving the ball, just calling the same plays, trying to get down the field as best I can. And he's a lot like me. He's moved the zone now, you know, now that we're in the red zone, which is what I recommend people do. You know, you can play man-to-man for a while, but once you're in the red zone, you basically want to start playing zone, you know, because the field is so small that it's just better that way. And I'm not sure what zone he called there, but I managed to get that touchdown. I see right here, I go for the onside, and I actually get it. I actually recover the onside. So I'm down by 2 scores. You know, it's down by 11 points, 2 possessions. I kind of maybe have a chance, you know, just depends on what happens. But, you know, again, I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up and assume that you can't come back. And then that was a screen that I probably could have gotten for a lot of yards, but then I ran right into my blocker. So I screwed that up. And there was a nice little surgical pass there to Clay. So we're close to a minute to go, and I'm, you know, still moving the ball down the field. You know, hurry up offense the whole way, because, I mean, I still have my timeouts, but, you know, I'm down multiple possessions, so got to go hurry up here. And, you Also, but use the sideline as well if I can, you know, try to get out of bounds so I can save those timeouts. Of course, that guy gets injured, so that takes one of my timeouts away. And that was a lucky catch. I don't know how lucky that was. Hartline, I've had Hartline make a lot of really good catches for me, so I don't know if he's just a really good hands guy or if that should just be considered a lucky catch. But I do manage to score a touchdown, so I still have a chance. I go for 2 here, and I get it. I think he thinks that I was going for the QB sneak, so I do come out and goal line, but then he pinched his whole line together, so then I ended up switching it to one of their play action plays, which always works anyways. I don't think I've ever missed on that yet, so that's something, you know, you come out for a QB sneak and then they get really committed to stopping it by pinching their line. They're probably going to run, commit, and everything, so just play action to one of their, you know, to one of the play action plays. So I do that onside kick, and he ends up scoring a touchdown on the onside kick, so that didn't help. But again, I still kind of have a chance. It's, you know, at this point I'm, you know, it's just trying to move the ball down the field. I have 1 timeout left, so I have to use the sidelines. And right here, I make a nice, good pass, dodge some tackles, and I'm down by 2 points. I still have a chance here, you know, but I onside it out of bounds, and then he just goes ahead and nails it. So I had a chance. Never give up, guys. It's never give up. I mean, I lost by 2 points. If I didn't make all those mistakes in the beginning, I probably could have maybe won this game. But anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.